What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, MRTAELOVE, and thank you for tuning in again. This video today is gonna hit a little different for some of y'all, man, who are going through this faith walk and trying to move by God and trying to apply this into your normal life, your day-to-day. I really wanted to make this video because lately in my business and everything, man, I've been being challenged a lot, you know, especially during COVID and stuff like that. Like, there's been so much change in how you make money, how you communicate with people, how you interact with people. Everything has been a big change, and I found myself this week, talking with one of my best friends, and we were talking about faith, man. We talk about, no matter what, staying in that path of God that God told you to go in. And my company, Kingdom Content, as y'all see, that's the name of my brand. If y'all ever want to check us out, go to Kingdom Content with the K, kingdomcontent.com, and y'all can check us out. But as I've been in business, man, it's been tough. Like, it's been amazing. Like, we've done so much. I can't wait to give y'all a tour of my office. It's a dope place to be. Like, it's a dope studio. The design room, the photography and video room, the podcast room, everything is just dope. It's more than I ever expected in this small amount of time of being in business. But being in business, as a CEO, a young black CEO, people want you to be like the normal CEO that you expect. They want you to do business in the way that a normal CEO would do it. And one thing that was tough on me is that God didn't call me to be a normal CEO. And it's a little different. It's different how I do business with people. It's different, when it comes to different situations with clients and stuff, because I'm not really focused on the money. Like, it's not like I don't really care about the money. Yeah, I know we need money to be all right and take care of things. I'm not dumb. I'm not that type of CEO. Like, I get it. We need money to pay bills and take care of employees and, salaries and stuff like that. But I've found myself in a place time and time again where my walk with God and my faith is challenged because I need to make something happen, because maybe we need more income, or maybe we need this, we feel like we need this client, or we're trying to purchase this for the office or whatever. We always find ourselves in a tight spot where it's, do I move in this direction that God tells me no because I need something or I want something? Or do I continue on the path of having faith in Him and just trusting Him and say, okay, I'm going to continue to move by you, and I'm going to trust that even though you're not giving me this, that you're going to provide over here with these things. And I found myself in that position like time and time again, because in business, man, like, there's times where I've had to fire clients and not work with people, or make a choice that I'm talking to somebody about doing a deal with them, and it's just like, we can't do the deal because God says no. And sometimes it gets hard when God tells you no, and you feel like you need it or you want it, and you have to be okay with that. And I find myself in that position all the time where I'm always questioning, like, God, is this you? Because if you want me to do this, I'm gonna take it. Because, I pray over everything. I pray over every situation, every client that I work with. And there are times where I have taken clients and God said no, and I took a client, and then at the end of it, you wonder why it didn't work out, because God said no in the first place. And I wanted to talk to y'all about that, because I know that people have a hard time moving in that, because it doesn't look like the norm. I get around other business owners, and I talk to them, and the conversation ends up being a little different because they're, sometimes they focus on the number and the dollar, and I'm focusing on the life that I'm encountering with. Because God didn't call me to do business to make money. God calls me to do business to minister to business owners and minister to the inspired person who wants to start something amazing, the influencer, the creative who has this big idea and he wants to do it, but he wants to make sure he's moving by God, or he doesn't know how to move by God, and God gave him this vision and he's trying to figure out how he's supposed to do that because he's a good guy, but he doesn't know how to walk. And that's what God called me to do in my business. That's why it's kingdom content. It's kingdom first, and then we create. And lately I found myself in that place where I haven't been much creative on my side. My team has been creative. They've been creating. But I found myself in a place where it's time for me to focus on kingdom a little bit more so that my team and, my clients are better equipped to do what they need to do. And it's a little different for me because a lot of business owners are looking at the margins and they're doing all that. I look at the margins in a different way because I'm looking at it as how many people can I connect with so that I can minister to. And I find myself in that place all the time, just wanting to minister and pour into the people that is right there, and the other day I had a whole day. I didn't create, I didn't shoot anything, I didn't edit anything, I didn't do any of that stuff the whole entire day. I literally just talked to people all day. And that whole entire day I was literally ministering all day to everybody that I was talking to through all of my meetings. And I found that it was like the best day I've had in a while. And I was so happy. I ended the day so happy. I was smiling. I called my best friend and was just telling him about how it went that day, with everything, because, my best friend, he's part of my company too. And he's basically my partner, my right-hand man. And he's literally, I hadn't talked to him the whole entire day because I was literally ministering to people. And I enjoyed that, and I wanted to continue to do that. And that's one of the reasons I switched my video content on here to doing this more, because this is what I enjoy doing, and I can't compromise anymore. I can't do that anymore. God is telling me to minister in my business, minister to people in front of me. And if I'm worried about the dollar and making payroll and all these things, I end up finding myself in a bad place where I'm unhappy. And I get into a place where I'm not moving how I normally move. I'm not even able to be creative because I'm not doing what I love to do. And what I love to do is minister. I love to minister the word of God. That's what I love to do. And I love to do it in a creative way. I love to inspire people in a way that moves them to see vision. One of our core values at my office is inspire growth, vision, and future. And we really make sure that we have to stay on that. And anytime I find myself getting out of that, I know that I'm not inspiring people right now because my spirit's low, or I'm unhappy and all those things. And when you find yourself in a place of loving God that much that you want to speak about him, you want to pour his word into other people, man, it's an amazing feeling. Like I can't explain it. Like it's an amazing feeling to be obedient and to speak when God tells you to speak, because there's so many people that I encounter that a lot of times God didn't send them to me just so I can collect a check from them, or do business with them, or create something dope for them, but he brings people so that I can speak into them, speak into their lives, not just in their business, but it's something that they can take home to their family. And that's what I enjoy to do. So if y'all wondering, like, every day as I keep dropping these videos, why I'm making this content and why I'm doing this, because I love to minister the word of God. That's what I love to do. And I've been able to apply it into my business. I'm applied into my life. And the cool thing is, I get to make it look dope. You know what I mean? I get to make delivering the word of God dope. Because if you come into my office, man, you meet my team, like my team is, I got the coolest team ever. Like my team is dope. You know, we're all the cool kids. I look at it like that. Like I feel like we the cool kids, and you know, we get to make, you know, ministry look dope, because my business is a ministry. It's not a business, it's a ministry first. That's really what it is. Yeah, we do some business and we make some money, and we create some amazing, you know, content, and we do some amazing marketing, but we minister. Like that's what we're called to do first. It's always kingdom first in everything that I do. And I really want to encourage y'all to do the same thing, man. Rather if it's in your YouTube, rather if it's in, you know, your office, you know, any place that you work, in your house, make sure you're moving in kingdom first, because there's somebody waiting on you to speak into their life. And because you're not moving in that, because you feel like, man, that's what you do at the church, and that's where you do, you know, that's what the pastor's for and stuff. That's not what God is calling us to do. We're called to be the church. No matter where we go, we're called to minister to whoever's in front of us. And I'm not saying go and start, God said this. You know, I said that in the other video. I was like, man, it's not what it's going to be. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm saying is, speak when God tells you to speak. You can feel it, man. When you're around somebody and God puts it on your heart to say something, don't be too shy to say that. You know, be bold about it when God tells you to speak. Because I know a lot of you, y'all probably encountered times where God said speak and you hadn't spoke because you got a little nervous, or you felt like, man, they're not gonna take this. Don't always minister to somebody expecting to see change in them or expecting to see the result right then and there. Just speak to plant the seed and let God do the piece that he needs to do. Because that's not what we call to do. We call to just minister and plant seeds. And I know I made this video pretty long. It's like 12 minutes now. But I wanted to talk to y'all about that, because today I had that ding, ding, ding. That's what it is. Because I found myself, I was unhappy for a few days. You know, I wasn't like excited. And God reminded me today that you're not going to be excited unless you're moving in the things that I called you to do. You're not going to have the joy unless you're moving in the things I called you to do. You're not going to have peace unless you're moving in the things that I called you to do. And I don't want to turn from that. I want to keep on. I'm not saying that I got far from God or anything. I had a few weeks, you know, where I was focusing on making the dollar, because, you know, we may have lost the client, and I'm like, man, we got to make payroll. So I'm in grind mode. I'm going. And God said, nope, slow down. I want you to stride on that, because when you're striding, you're able to minister the word. You're not missing a step. You know, you're moving at the pace that I need you to go to, so that you can touch the people that's right there that I need you to touch. So I encourage y'all, man. Think about it. What are you doing to enhance the kingdom every single day? What are you doing to introduce the kingdom when you're speaking to people? What are you doing to be kingdom whenever you're around your colleague or your wife or your friend? What are you doing to be kingdom? Y'all know what it is. Bless up. Love y'all.